welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Nice move to keep running. Open space at the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Cardinals, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Back open in the middle. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down.
And defensively on third down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Off the boot, looking for his man. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
They're working that left side. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. He lets it fly. Upstairs he's got it. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Cardinals are flying down the field. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Running behind that left side. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Off play action. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Good, right down the boulevard. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They'll run play action. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Cardinals lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll drag him down, but that sweet little spin move gives him 9.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. It's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Working that left side now. Turning it on! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Bowling. Makes the grab. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. Caught by Williams on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust them.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with Tennessee taking...
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Let's it fly! And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Atkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give out of the gun. Picks up the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the grab. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Bowling. It's complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to bull his way in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After the incompletion, will they try it again here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Cardinals. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start...
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Tompkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football and there he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense putting points on the board.
And that is a huge momentum-shifting play. This defense is always harping on getting turnovers. But, David, they weren't satisfied with just getting the fumble recovery. They take it to the house, and because of it, they take the lead.
Man, huge momentum.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll do it himself. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They'll line up for a second down play. This game will officially be in the books shortly. Gives us a minute to check out the top 12 and the scoreboard and see how those teams vying for playoff spots are doing. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. DB's right up on the receivers. On the ground, it's Tompkins. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Back to pass, it's Bowling. A little screen to the running back. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Running to Green. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
To the air, it's Bowling. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. That's reeled in. It's Atkins. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field.
Makes the grab at the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
The Cardinals will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, and you're going to have time to throw.
Going to the running game. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road there.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
88. Black 88.
Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. A late season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Duke Blue Devils. Alongside David Palmer and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. I did check in with the Blue Devils head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention,
the Seminoles ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So Duke's offense will take the field first. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback, making the play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
From their own 10, it's first down. They'll move the tight end. Takes a handoff. It's Coleman. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Could be an alley. The 50, the 40, the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Duke. Once he got some room, it was over.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Coleman open on the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in with one hand. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Send the tight end in motion. Snap from the gun on third down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give from the gun. Maybe a crease. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Grove. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Avery. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Little. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Little. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Third and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Pressure coming. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Timeout Duke. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Blue Devils will snap it on first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Blue Devils take a timeout, and that's the last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Blue Devils are threatening on first and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fires to the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looking downfield, and time is running short. On the move, past the line. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it.
Bringing it out. Tackled and brought down at the... Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. The keeper on the option. Still running at the 40. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line.
Man, that's a really nice read. This offense has had a lot of success with the running back getting the ball, right? Running the pitch. The quarterback doesn't anticipate that. He keeps the football, makes a nice read. Nothing but green grass, makes the big play on the run.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rushes on him. Breaks into the open. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. 4th down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. Quarterback keeps it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Duke. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 9. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Gonna run it. It's Coleman. Here's a little room there. Past the 50, the 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some run. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Coleman. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. This game is a virtual wrap as we take a look at the top 12 scoreboard for Week 10. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Grove. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field,
the Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Makes the catch. It's Little. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
that quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost can't.
And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of
Ready.